we had enough money to really do them in, and we did. The Second World War was tough, but once we got into it, we destroyed them. And then we went into Korea and did the same thing, and that was where I came in. That's when I was around, and I was just getting ready to go to Korea when they fortunately put me in another class. So I ended up taking another class, and then I taught a class so that when I finished the class that I taught in Quantico, I only had 11 months left, and you had to have a year to go over there. And I clapped my hands. I was the happiest man on the street because a lot of my buddies were over there. But actually, of my good friends, only one was lost. There really were very few Marines who were killed over there. The Army, who weren't trained properly, didn't know how to hide, and didn't know the difference of what was good and what was bad. And the Marine Corps, if you start reading history, you'll find out did very little, got hurt very little, but they did a lot of damage over there. But they didn't lose many. I think they lost less than 1,000 troops, and they were there the whole time. So the difference is training. And I was lucky. The only reason why I went in the Marines is because when you enlisted in the Marines, you could get out in 2 years. Everything else was longer, so that's why I did it. I learned that it was pretty tough when I got to Parris Island. What am I doing in this place? And that was a miserable time in my life, Parris Island. And Quantico, the beginning of Quantico, and then when I got into the class after the officers candidate school, I ended up being a teacher, and things got really easy for me. So the Marine Corps, the last 11 months of the Marine Corps for me were fantastic. So that's why I love the Marine Corps. I have a lot of guys that hated it. And Jerry Caron and I had the same experience. He and I became very good friends, and we're still good friends. So that's the way it goes.
Where'd you meet Bill Epp?
I met Bill Epp at Lower Merion in 10th grade. And we went all through Lower Merion. Then he went to one college, and I went to another. But we kept in touch with each other, and I was with him last week. We're still very, very good friends. He can't play golf, though. He plays a little bit. I don't play with him too often because he really is awful. He never caught the game. There's a lot of people that will never catch that game. And he's one of them. He might as well throw in the sponge and quit, in my opinion.
But he likes to play tennis.
And he's all right at tennis. He's good at tennis.
Yeah.
I hope he is. But he used to be. I think he still is. And Eileen can play tennis with him, which is good. Bill is, he's not, he doesn't concentrate. And what?
You don't want this on tape. Don't tell.
What? What?
It's
You might
okay.
want to show this tape
No,
to Bill Epp
no,
someday.
we'll cut it. We know when to cut. That's what.
No, but
You're trashing
but
your
he's
best friend.
no, but he's still my best friend. But he has a couple of loose things, and I can't get away from it.
I'm gonna.
His John McShane, his son-in-law, will tell you the same
You
thing.
want to say good things about
That's
people.
all right. That's okay.
Oh, it's good. He's my best friend. I have
He's
a
got
lot of
plenty
time.
of great things to say about Bill.
We've been friends for all our lives. Since 10th grade, we've been great friends, and we're still good friends.
I've never seen a better Santa Claus.
Well, that's good. He is a good
He's the
Santa Claus.
best.
Yeah.
It's great this year.
So I don't know what else we can talk about, Susie. I'm about worn out here.
Are you getting wiped out?
Yeah.
Have a sip of your drink. And ask
Get back
one
to
or two
it.
quick questions.
What
All
about,
right.
what about his children?
That's exactly where I was going. Yeah. Gosh, it's Eric. We must have been married for a long time.
What about my
Well,
children?
same
What do you want?
question.
What
Well,
do you
we're
want?
just going to ask a simple one quick question. Tell me what it was like when you found out that you were expecting Rosie.
What?
When you found out you were expecting Rosie, do you remember that?
Oh, that's really going back a long way.
I know.
And when I was really, I was scared to death when she was born. I went in there and I got down on my knees, and this is a true story, because she was not an easy birth. She was really tough. And I was on the terrazzo floors on my knees for almost 2.5 hours while poor Sue fought with that. And then they finally did a cesarean section after putting her through hell. I mean, she was really in hell. And Rosie came out looking like a little angel. I mean, she was a beautiful little child. Actually, all of you children were good looking, everybody. But they sure did cut up my first wife getting here.
They chopped her up, huh?
Yeah, they chopped her up
Yeah,
because she couldn't really bear them the normal way. So, but they got smart about it. They didn't put her through hell to get there. They just went in and took the baby, and that was it.
well. See, and 5?
Hmm?
Did that way? 5 that? You did 5 that way, huh?
Yeah, she never had a natural birth that I can remember,
Well, that's the
and I was
style.
there at all of them.
In this day and age, that's the style, you know.
Hmm?
That's the style in this day and age.
I know it is, but if you can't do it, you can't do it. She could not do
No,
it.
I mean, it's the style to have C-sections.
No,
Yeah.
for her, she couldn't do that. She couldn't get her, like, what bones are down there that they couldn't get those to spread.
We
I don't
worry
know.
about
I don't know.
that.
I know that they put her through hell the first time, but after that, Dr. Lewis was really a good guy. He just made sure that that baby came out as fast as it could. And he was my best friend too. He lived two houses down from us. And he taught me how to play 21. He also taught me how to play bridge. And he was a guy that couldn't stand sitting around and reading books. So when he came home, he got a pack of cards, called me up on the phone. He said, "Come on over here. I want to teach you something." And so I got to know him. He was one of the greatest guys that ever lived. He was a really good friend. And he was a wonderful person to my mom and dad. They were good neighbors, really good neighbors.
How far away did they live?
2 houses away. We lived on Medford Road. That dates back a long time ago. So, what else do you want to talk about, Eric?
What about the description of your kids?
Yeah, next one. We're gonna work.
Describe your children.
Just describe them easy. Not. If
Uh,
you were
what, how they
describing
were?
them- Yeah, no, how would you describe them right now? Just for
All right, right now,
Yeah, what's Rosie up to?
I think Rosie is a very talented gal who works hard. She's very artistic in what she does. And she and her husband are much in love, completely different from one another. And they get along great together, which is good because she lives a long way from home. As far as, who's next? Now,
Let's go to Danny. What's he up
Oh,
to?
Danny. Well,
What's he been doing for the last week?
Danny was really an easy child. Danny did everything he was told to do. He worked hard, and he exceeded very well, and had a hard time in high school. Didn't like high school because he went to that public high school. It was Catholic public high school. 'Cause
Carroll. He went to Carroll, right?
Carroll, and he came from St. Aloysius, which was a different environment, and then he got up there, and he couldn't get along too well there, so he got off on his own. He got to Villanova, and he became an excellent student, and he's done nothing but the best. He works hard, and he's succeeded. He's as far as you can get with C.B. Richard Ellis. He's in the top 60, and I'm really proud of Danny. I'm proud of all of my children, but he's done very, very well in a tough. He's got a lot of competition. There's 6,000 in that company, and working all around the world and in I think 12 foreign countries or more. And Danny's in the top 60. He's right up there with the best. So they call him in for meetings and talk to him all the time. I'm wondering how he's making money because he's being used for conferences all the time. what should we do here? What should we do there to improve our business? And Danny has good customers, and they keep coming to him, and they keep giving him business. And he's floating along, big money. He's doing very well. Meg, you can't beat Meg. Meg just married that Kirshner boy, and the two of them smile. They have the kids. Everybody's happy. They live over there. They're two successful people too. Gracie struggles, has an awful hard time, but she doesn't complain. She keeps working at it, and she's taking really good care of her kids and doing a good job. And then Timmy, what can I say? Timmy just went out there, went to college. At sophomore year, he said, I've had enough of this. He quit, went out, got a job in the construction business. 2 years later, he owned his own construction company, and you can look at it. Just take a look at what he has. He has a huge house, 3 acres, barn, several horses, a pony, a goat, couple of ducks, anything you want. He's got it all. And they just come home and have one wonderful time. He's got the greatest wife, and they're happy as can be. And they work hard with those kids, and the kids are good too. They're all working. So what more could you ask for as a dad? Couldn't answer anymore.
You've got a good life.
I've had a great life.
Yeah.
I've had one of the best lives anybody could have, from beginning to the end, to right now. I don't want
To
the
right
end yet.
now. We're not-
I'm
we're not good to
I'm,
the
look,
best
I'm
not
looking
quite
for
yet,
another
Mike.
20 years if I
Yeah.
can get them.
I'm good for that. I like that idea, at least.
So now I need another sip, Eric.
There you go.
Okay, you got 2 minutes left on this,
Okay,
and that's it.
all right. Oh,
We're kind of
okay.
done anyway, I think.
Yeah, I think you can quit.
I think we've had enough, don't
I
you?
think you
The only thing I can say is it was sweet of you to do this, and I hope it's good for all eternity, because we're quitting right now.
Yeah, it's quitting time. Okay, we're gonna go eat.
All
We're
right.
going to go to that